Hi there, these are your handover videos for your Challenger 565. So, starting off at the front, got your hitch head with black lever, you've got a breakaway cable, handbrake, 13 pin electrics, and then your jockey wheel. Then 2 points either side and 2 points at the back, you have these inserts here, and those are for your legs. So, your legs are only used to stabilise the caravan. Do not attempt to jack up or level the caravan using the legs. First level using the jockey wheel, and then stabilise using all four corner steadies. So we're using our test equipment today. As you can see here, we've got a gas bottle. It's a propane gas bottle with a gas hose connected. And then the connection point is just inside here. You have space inside for two 6 kilogram gas bottles. Make sure that the gas hose is firmly connected either side, and then twist the gas in the positive or open direction. Making our way through, just here you have your flue. Your flue is used to get clean air in and out of your boiler. Don't have to do anything with this except make sure it's nice and clean. Then just here, this is your insert for your water pump. So we're not running any water through it today, however it has all been checked. But your water pump works on a trigger system. It's a case you insert it and can't remove it without using the trigger. Make sure you've got an aqua roll full of clean drinking water as well, and I'll show you the pump when I'm inside. Then just here, you've got your battery locker. You also have your insert point for your motor mover, and just here is where your battery would sit, and it's also where the mains gets connected. Then here you've got 2 points. This is where your wastewater will come out of. You'll need some 28.5mm waste pipe to feed into your waste master. Both from your shower and your sinks will the dirty water come through. And then lastly, just here, we've got your toilet function. So this top one works on a lock system as well. This is where you'll feed your water in for your flush capacity. Now it can hold around 10 litres of water. You can also add a little bit of pink chemical if you'd like a bit of a cleaner smell. Pink chemical works as a bleach without being corrosive. You can also get yourself a watering can just to make it easier to fill it in. Then just below you have your cassette toilet. Now to remove the cassette toilet, you press up on this orange handle and pull it out. The orange handle can also be pulled up again and pulled out a bit more to make it into a suitcase type thing. So when you get to your emptying point on site, twist that orange head to the side, open up that cap. What you want to do is tilt the box and at the same time continually pressing that vent button. What I'd recommend as well is that afterwards you can open it up just here, fill in some fresh water, swill it out, and again tilt and vent. Then just here you have this cap. This cap is where you'll put in your blue chemical. You have measurements in both imperial and metric on the side. Twist that back on. A little bit of an awkward thing to do with one hand. Twist it back to the side. Push it so the orange handle sits behind those white teeth. Now you don't want to travel with either of these two being full, so that's how to fully empty that one. To fully empty this, just above you have this little bung which you open up and drains out any remaining water. Okay, then situated underneath your right hand side bed, you have all of this here. So starting off underneath here, that is your boiler. This blue box here, that is your brain box for your motor mover. This silver box, that is your battery charger. And then just here you have your trips and fuses, all your trips in the upright position. Above it you have heating and hot water and charger, both buttons working, and then a system shutdown button as well. System shutdown button, you press that in, nothing inside the caravan operates. Then you have these blue leads leading to that yellow switch valve. So it's currently in the vertical position, meaning any water inside the system is being drained off. When it's in the horizontal position, that allows for water to come through. If you have it plugged in on the outside with your water and have it in the vertical position, it's just going to drain itself out. So you need it in the horizontal position, and it's a case, it can be either side, just flicked. I'm going to keep it in the vertical position, so when you do come to use it, do check that. November to March, I'd say permanently have that up unless you are actively using the caravan, and just give the caravan a drain off before every use. Well, before you finish at your site. This here is the aforementioned water pump. So, it does work on a trigger system. It's a case you can press in, and then to remove the pump itself, you press in on the trigger and pull it out. I've got this plastic cap just here which goes over the top of the acroll to make sure no nastiness gets in. Then at the bottom you have your strainer. Your strainer has to sit at the bottom of the water barrel, as otherwise it will just gasp air through. As you can see as well, they do have a little bit of a tendency to curl up, so just straighten it out before you do use it. Next, this is your main control panel. So, as you can see right now, power on. So, this here is your power button. This is like your main control switch. You can see here, mains is coming into the caravan. Now, if you was hooked up to the car, that would be lit green, showing it coming into the caravan. I can see the levels of either the vehicle battery or leisure battery by either pressing in on them or pressing the view levels button, and it will show the correct one and what's coming in to the caravan, which is currently 14 volts. Then just here you have your water pump button. Now, if your yellow switch valve is in the correct position, you have your water plugged in and everything else, you come over to your taps after 2 or 3 minutes just to let it flow through, especially if you haven't used the caravan in a little while. Open up the tap, twist it hot and cold, and let it run for about 30 seconds. And what you're after is a nice steady continuous stream. You can also do that with your other sink and your shower if you wish. But that is a very simple board to use. Next you have your outer control panel. Now, just here is your on and off button, and then you have your menu button. Everything else is touchscreen. So, shows right now the current temperature inside the caravan is 12.5 degrees. So press menu and it comes to this screen. This top one, that is for the internal temperature of the caravan. So it starts at 30, goes down in 0.5s, goes down to a minimum of 5, which I can press and hold as well. Just like that. Whatever you set it to is the temperature the caravan will get to. Next up, you've got your hot water. So you can either have that off, minimum, as in like just there, or full. I'm going to keep that off for now. Full will boost the temperature of the water to 60 degrees for about 15 minutes, which is ideal if you want to use the shower, and then drop it back down to that middle part. That middle part gets the temperature of the caravan, well, the temperature of the water to about 40 to 50 degrees. So middle gets it to 40 or 50, full will boost the temperature for 15 minutes and then drop it back down. Then for energy source, you can have either strictly gas by pressing this button, strictly mains with 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts. Do be aware though, some sites do not have 3 kilowatt capacity, or you can have a mixture of both, mixture with 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts. So for now, I'm just going to keep it on 2 kilowatt capacity. Then you've got some additional settings such as screen brightness, language and prioritizing other bits over other bits, that's something you can have a look at inside your book pack. Then to turn this off, press that, turns the screen off. Then you have your toilet operation, which you might say is box simple. Up here you have your flush button, press it in, you can hear that motor. That motor is what would push around the flush water that you put in outside. Then once you have done whatever you need to do in there, you push this handle to the side. You can see here, opens up the catch to the cassette toilet, pull it back, shuts the catch. Simple as that. Then we have your fridge operation. So it's currently off, turn it on, press in on that button, flash up and go to its most recent memory. Does look a little bit awkward with the plastic on it there, but you'll just have to excuse it for the video. So most recent memory remains on full capacity. To select a different source, you press in on that icon. So if I wanted to go to gas, I'd press in twice and it begins to light on gas. Now with gas, it is slightly different because you can hear the gas tick in, and then once it's finished ticking in, that means the fridge is lit. Whenever the fridge is on as well, you can see blue lights. Then you've got car battery. So I'm just going to press it in just to show you what it sounds and looks like when there's an error for the fridge. You can see here begins to flash and beep at you. So let's just change that back to mains. Then you can change the amount of power coming into the fridge, pressing in here 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. 5 will chill it the quickest, 1 will chill it the slowest. Does take around about 4 hours for the fridge to fully chill. Then to turn it off, press in on that button, switches itself off, no light inside. And then we have your hob operation. So this works standard to pretty much any sort of gas cooker that you might have at home. Only difference is it's got an electric plate, so you just twist to whatever mark you'd like it to get to. For this though, it's a case you have to press in on the dial, twist to the side, you can hear the gas coming through, press that ticker at the same time. This is what it looks like when they're all lit. And here you can see them all nice and lit, nice blue clean continuous flames. Turn it off, flick it back to the central position. Then again to the ground, and you can see here as well, the camera's being a bit awkward, but there you go, nice blue continuous flames. And for the oven, again, nice blue clean continuous flames. Only other real thing to note, don't put down this glass sheet until all of them are cold to the touch.